Thank you, President Ricardoni, for the very nice words. I don't know if I deserve all that, but thank you very much. I'm very honored to be here today. It always boosts my morale when I see these young youth coming up. I always have more faith in you than our generation. So we're really depending on you to lead this country into something better than it is today, which is not very difficult, knowing where we are today, you know. I have some good news for you that I think you should know. I think you're graduating in the right time. So I think the economy in Egypt is right now on in verge for a very strong start. It's starting actually now. So that should be good news for you, that you all will most probably find good jobs. I also have, besides I would say some advice I'm going to give you, I would tell you that I'm really, I do hope that you all would consider Orascom as a first choice, you know. Because we are very grateful to AUC because most of our working force has actually come from this university and they have contributed to our success. And that's why I always feel indebted to the AUC, and I'm really glad that they have such leadership now. I have known Ambassador Ricardoni when he was an ambassador, and he has always had a soft spot for Egypt. You know, he speaks Arabic, and I'm very glad that he accepted that position, and I think you will see some good positive change, you know. Turning the center downtown into a culture center, the idea was, okay, what do you do with a beautiful building like that? The idea is to restore it. When we were kids, we used to go to the cinema in Ewart Hall. We used to have a jazz band playing every week. It used to be the place to go where culture, art was promoted, and that's really the intention that we have, you know. Besides that, you know, I'm here really to give you some advice, you know. So the first thing I want to tell you, don't just take any job. So don't take a job that you don't like because they're giving you a good salary. Take a job that you love. Take the job that you feel. I remember when I used to rush every morning at 6:30 or 7 to go to my office, my wife would tell me, why are you rushing so much? Do you have an appointment? I used to say, no, I'm just excited to go to work. So don't take a job where you're not excited to go to, okay? The same thing applies that if you're at this job for a couple of years and you don't feel you're advancing, and advancing is not just a promotion. It's not like getting a promotion from a worker to a director, but you're not advancing in your knowledge, the experience you're gaining. So if you're stuck somewhere and you feel you're not gaining any experience, you're not moving forward, don't hesitate. Take the bold step. Of course, me, I'm an advocate of free entrepreneurship. I always encourage and look very high up to every single person who decides to leave a steady job and ventures into the private sector or starting his own business, because that takes a lot of guts, but brings all with it a lot of reward. Because when you have your own business, you're a free person, you do what you want, you start to innovate for your own benefit, you know. Ambitions and greed are not always something bad, you know. So it's like wanting to do best for yourself is something good, especially when you do, because I always believe when you do best for yourself, you're going to do best for your country too. I mean, the country has to put the interest of every one of you and its interest in the same line. Then we move the country once we move ourselves too. The second advice is you have to build a reputation. So don't count on the fact that you're coming from good parents that really had brought you here today, and I love the minute you greeted your parents, because we don't all know what they have to suffer and how much they do for you until you become a parent yourself, you know. So acknowledge that, and acknowledge that you need to produce. So you need to create your own reputation. Like if you work in an establishment, people should look at you and say, this is the guy that comes first in the morning and leaves last at night. This is the guy, the most hardworking guy. This is the most accomplishing guy. So to do that, you need to feel that you're not working for someone, but you're working for yourself, and you need to promote, and by giving to the place you work in, you actually help yourself. The third advice is a simple one, and it's written in all religious books. Honesty pays. Be fair. don't do to others what they don't want them to do to you, you know. Be also true to your principles. So don't cut corners or accept to do things that don't go with your conscience. It will come back to haunt you. Even if your boss or someone else is asking you to do something, if you think it's wrong, just don't do it. Take your faith in your hand and take the consequences. God will be on your side. The fifth advice, because I mentioned God, is trust God. You know, trust Him and believe in Him. He's always going to be on your side. And he has a very simple rule that I have taken into my life, and it came up to be completely helpful, is if you believe in Him, He'll believe in you, and He'll give you whatever you want, you know. But you need to believe, and true believe, and not just think this is a blah, blah, blah. Okay, I think I'm out of advices, okay. But, you know, but people is telling me, okay, then what's the secret of success? I'll tell you, the secret of success is first, one rule that don't accept no for an answer. So whenever someone tells you it's not possible, don't just trust what he says. Try yourself, make sure there is always a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. So be hard-headed. Don't stop at the first obstacle. Be innovative, because when you will see that in your life, people will put obstacles in your way because they're either stupid or jealous or bad or mean. So how to overcome them is all up to you. It's just don't accept a no. Don't let anything stop in your way. Say, no, I'm going to do it, and find your way, and there is always a way at the end. Second is, if you think you're smart and intelligent, I have news to you. I learned the hard way. You know, it's not enough. Intelligence without hard work will never get you. You'll be short-sighted, will get you a few miles, but will not get you to the end of the road. So hard work is a must, and it's all up to you. As I said, honesty and reputation you make, and I think also doing good in your life, because it comes back to help you, know. I hope I didn't bore you. I think you're really lucky. This is a very good time for Egypt right now. I wouldn't, you know me, I would not say that if I didn't believe it. You know, I think this is the economy being so in the right shape right now and going in the right direction is practically actually the only good news we have right now. So I'll end on that honest note, and I want to say again, I'm very grateful to be the speaker here, and I wish you all the great of luck, and you need to know that you have a big responsibility. This is the most beautiful country in the world, and it needs you. Thank you.